beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and I'm here with a freshly brand new demo game called First Degree. When I found this game, it was still on Kickstarter, doing their Kickstarter, but they have reached their goal. I think they actually overpassed their goal, so that's great. I'm gonna read a little bit of the information. First Degree is a rated 18 plus. Mature boys love game in development by Parable. It's a visual novel focused on boys, so if you guys are into that, click out. I believe I had to at least I'm gonna play the game a bit to see if I actually need to put a warning for you guys ahead of time. I don't know, but as you guys can see from this title screen, it looks kind of creepy to me, at least. Let's read. Let's see. The game will feature 4 routes: Aiden or Aiden, I don't know how you guys like to pronounce that name, June, Minami, and the twins Griffith and Leo. But Ray, I believe, will eventually kill off at least 3 characters, which is what made me interested in the game, because I was like, whoa, what? Choose who will live, who will die, and who will end up with Ray. I don't remember who Ray looks like, so yeah, this is a city on edge as a serial killer roams the street. Frustrated by one unsolved murder after another, for forensics graduate student Ray Kirishima decides to get his hands dirty to solve the crimes. He resolves to copy the killings to chase the serial killer known as the Doctor, in order to figure out how the murders were accomplished, although he begins to develop certain urges. Along with his supervisor, Aiden or Aiden Steele, a detective oblivious to Ray's identity as a copycat killer. He must piece together a trail of evidence to uncover the identity of the Doctor. At school, however, Ray must also maintain his normal normal student life while dealing with his desire to kill, leading him to the ultimate choice. Who will he choose to love, and who will he resolve to kill? That's some tough stuff.
It's intoxicating. The rush, the colors, their expression, the science behind it all.
And there's voice acting, by the way, which is... I love voice acting. His voice already falling for it.
Sometimes the only way to learn is through hands-on experience.
I'm so glad there's no face cam, because I'm teasing so hard over the voice actor. It sounds so good.
I need to know how.
But this guy's a murderer, so I had to also remember that. I'm trying to see where's the settings? There's like apparently gore and sex. I don't know if the red means on or off, so it's there for now. What the hell?
How are the cuts so clean? Maybe if what about...
Okay, I'm kind of scared now. Oh, sorry, he had more. Oh, well. I put my notebook down on the medical table beside me. I place my hands on the bound man's arm and lean in, looking down at him.
I'm sorry that I had to cross your path tonight, but rest assured, you'll be a great contribution in my case.
Kinda scared. I straighten up and retrieve a number 10 scalpel from the medical tray while my victim tries to scream through his gag. Tears stream down from his cheeks while my boy's a murderer. While he clenches the arms of the chair, the man's chest rises and falls with each strained breath. Oh, he's such a baddie looking though. He looks so good. You guys cannot tell me you would fall for that.
Thank you for your contribution, number 7.
Oh, wait, that's our 7th person.
Okay, start at the 2nd rib down. Make a vertical incision to the 4th rib. Don't panic. Horizontal cut halfway across the breast, just below the 1st rib and above the 5th. Fold the skin back, expose the muscle. Come on, you've done this 6 times already. Don't mess this part up. Repeat the same incisions in the muscles and expose the rib cage. Okay, so far so... Fuck. Sloppy cuts keeps squirming. You're already ruining my experiment. Stay still. Otherwise, I'll make sure you feel even more pain.
Oh, God.
What an annoyance. There's no way I'll be able to understand the doctor's way of killing at this rate. I understand the basics, but how does he get such clean cuts with his victims moving?
Probably puts him to sleep? The man continues to struggle in the chair, enough to make me graze the man's neck with a scalpel.
Stop moving! You're messing up my data. This amount of blood loss isn't concurrent with the expected loss from the doctor's cuts. Maybe it's not pain. Shit. You're going to force me to speed up the process. Just my luck.
His voice is fairly soft for me on my end. Or maybe because it's my game? I don't know. Let me hear him one more time and then I'll fix the music. I researched for the costotome bone cutter on the medical tray. I'm not a doctor, don't talk to me. My victim's blood dripping from my gloves. Hello, I have a message. Onto the other piece of equipment. Oh, I love this game already. It tells me what it is. The cavity in the upper body that contains the lungs, heart, esophagus, stomach, and diaphragm. Thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the option.
You know, I was gonna give you sedative if you didn't move, but you rushed me. So this is your fault.
Okay, it's fine. It was just my head, so it was kind of. But let me just lower the music a little. Well, just tap it. I positioned the costotome, and the man's muffled scream becomes louder as he attempts to shake free. Woo! Well, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. You know what? I'll probably make a little disclaimer in the beginning that there's blood. Not into that. Detective, is that Aiden or Aiden? I know people pronounce it differently, so I'm gonna just say Aiden for now. Walks into the scene, lifting the yellow police tape and crossing under it. He takes a drag from his cigarette and reaches into his jacket pocket to kill the smolder in his ash pouch. He stands in front of the body and looks down, sighing.
Ugh, fuck me.
Hopefully someone says his name so I can...
Hey, Ray, hurry up. We don't have all day.
Okay, I said Ray correctly. Now tell me your name.
Yeah, I'm coming, old man.
He's good looking. Why does he have the crate?
Inspecting my own work again. It's so boring. I already know how I did everything.
I slip on my examination gloves and kneel down to the body as I adjust the fit. Nothing new.
Left wrist dislocation, the midline of his chest cut down to his fourth rib, thoracic cavity cut open and stitched closed, heart potentially missing, a 2-centimeter gash on his sternocleidomastoid, bruises from probable strangulation.
Sternum. The bone plate on the midline of the thorax cavity. Okay.
You know I hate it when you do that.
I'm assuming he's like saying it all boringly because he's already seen this because he killed the man. But he doesn't know that. I look at Detective Steele, a little bit annoyed at him for breaking my train of thought.
And you know I hate when you do that. Just let me do my job.
I may be your partner, but I'm still your supervisor out here, Kuroshima. Your job is to tell me the evidence.
What do you want to know, Detective? I don't have all the answers yet. I'm gonna have to autopsy the victim to get any final results.
Post-mortem, after death. Where did he see that?
At this point, all I can tell you is that the approximate time of death is between 7 and 8 hours ago. The cause of death is probably shock or blood loss, and the age is around mid-40s.
Did his voice change? Because I was into his deep, dark voice.
But, like I said, I need to autopsy him. So, if you want to be useful, Why not have the boys look around for his heart and then bag him and take him to my lab?
That doesn't sound comfortable. The detective writes some notes in the scratch pad he took out and turns to inform the other members of the forensics team of what they need to do.
Jeez, you're just like my wife.
Huh? What did you say? What's that supposed to mean?
That you're dramatic or something?
Fucking bastard.
I stand up from the crime scene and remove my gloves as I walk out towards the crowd. I get in Detective Steele's car and wait for him to finish his investigation of the scene, while the rest of the forensics team examines the victim in the surrounding area.
So annoying. I wonder when the doctor will kill again. Including last night's kill, I've reviewed over 10 of the doctor's victims and 7 of my own. I thought I would have gotten more evidence by now. Fuck. I'm getting so pissed off.
I lean back in my chair and scratch my head.
God damn it. Why can't I figure this out?
Another member of the forensics team walks over to me.
Kuro-kun!
Oh.
Made any progress yet? This case is a real bitch. I can't wrap my head around any of it. Any idea about this new guy? Think he's the copycats or the doctors?
The way he said Kuro-kun, it made me feel funny. It's like, stop. I take my glasses off and rub my eyes.
If you even looked at the cuts, then you would know that it's definitely not the doctor.
I point at the pictures on the monitor to relay what he should already know.
These cuts have jagged edges, whereas these ones are straight and clean. Almost like the victim was dead already, which is impossible, since the tissue still shows blood flow. Also, here, at the rib breakage, the copycat's breaks have multiple marks, meaning that the victim was conscious and struggling. The doctor's breaks are clean again. His suturing is also careful and precise. Almost like he sees these as more of a surgery than a kill.
We've already deduced that he's had some medical experience. Probably using people as a sick practice for real surgeries. Let's just hope we don't meet him in an operating room.
He laughs jokingly and taps me on the shoulder. I give him a fake chuckle and turn back to my monitor as he walks away.
Maybe I should just off Mito next.
No, bro!
He's decent at his job, but he gets on my nerves.
Oh right, I have to kill people. I sigh and continue to look at the pictures of the crime scenes. The doctor's kills have all been consistent. The victims are all relatively the same weight and height, meaning that any poison dosage would be the same for all of them, but the toxicity report came back negative for all the big ones. We only know that he uses gamma hydroxy butyrate. Butrate? And not butt. This idiot. I'm so bad. And a liquid formed to knock his victims out, which means that he must have been with them before they were unconscious. Let's look here. GHB, commonly referred to as a date rape drug. Oh my god. That's not comfortable. The victims still regain their senses relatively quickly, though, since I've experimented with the dosage on my own. Strangulation still works better for me for the time being, though. Okay, but I still can't figure out how his cuts are so clean. Even if his victims were bound from head to toe, the incisions would still have some jagged edges from them trembling. There's someone calling me. I should answer the phone. Hello? Oh, it's just him.
Hello?
It's me. The body's in the examination room, as well as debris from around the area. I expect you to be working on it till the end of your shift, which means I also expect some answers.
Well, someone's happy to talk to me. What happened to, hey hun, how are you?
Ray, this is serious. Hurry up and get down here. You've got 5 minutes.
I look at my phone, annoyed, after Aiden ends the call.
Well, that was unpleasant. He's such a hard ass.
I stand up from my desk and shut down my computer, grabbing my case files before heading down to the lab. I pull on my latex gloves to prep for the autopsy.
We meet again, number 7. Now, what can you tell me that I don't already know? As a policy, the agency requires that all murder victim autopsies are recorded both visually and auditorially. It's a real pain in the ass because I can't move freely and investigate on my own. I also have to report everything I find twice, once to myself and once to Detective Steele. Such a bother.
Hey, you signed up to be a murderer. Oops, I tabbed out. I open the case files for specific evidence that I should be looking for. Definite cuts, out of place, abrasions or holes. And I should also run a toxicology report as a precaution. I start speaking into a recorder.
The victim is approximately in his mid to late 40s, about 1.82 meters in height, and about 93 kilograms in weight. Time of death, approximately Sunday, 12:30 a.m.
That's early. I use scissors to cut the sutures on the chest to open the thoracic cavity. All that hard work for nothing.
Ribs 3, 4, and 5 were cut at the joint, most likely using a bone cutter. The ribs also show signs of strain separation, denoting the potential use of a costotome.
Sternum, or strain separation. Strain separation, yeah. When the bone has been pulled apart from its original position. Ugh!
Similar to the doctor's victims, the copycat's victims have their hearts removed. Contrary to the doctor, the copycat killer uses strangulation to render his victims unconscious for a short period. The cuts on the midline of the chest show obvious irregular edges, illustrating that the victim was still moving while he was being dissected. The victim was probably conscious for the skin degloving and rib breakage as well, seen from the blood flow pre-mortem.
Pre-mortem before death, thank you.
The victim's heart was removed post-mortem, as the blood flow seems to have decreased in the area. Cause of death is probable blood loss.
I started to search my victim for any more evidence to report.
Based on the photographs taken at the scene, the victim was not killed at his final location. Abandoned buildings should be checked for the most probable location. Dirt and gravel from his shoes and clothing may give a better estimate for the location.
The music's so loud for me. I pause and look at my victim's chest. A hair. One that doesn't match the victim's hair length, meaning someone else's evidence. My evidence. I panic and continue to mumble into the recorder, trying to figure out what I should do. Oh, you're a dummy.
Fuck! I knew this might happen eventually. I wasn't careful enough. But how am I gonna remove my hair discreetly?
I don't know, man.
If I'm caught tampering with the evidence, I'll be found out for sure. But if I don't do anything, I'll be found out anyway, since the agency has all employee DNA. Shit. What should I do?
Oh no, it's time! Pretend to bag the hair as evidence. There we go.
In the thoracic cavity, there is what appears to be a strand of hair.
I didn't know they were timing me. Pick up the hair from the cavity and place it in an evidence bag.
Calm down, Ray. Just handle this calmly. It's not a big deal. The hair may possibly be from the victim, though the length does not match. It may also have come from a member of the forensics team that investigated and moved the body, myself included. Nonetheless, it will be bagged as evidence and should be cross-referenced with all employee DNA. Root may or may not be attached.
Was that a good choice, guys?
That was definitely the wrong move. They have evidence connecting me to at least one victim now.
Oh, shoot. Shoot, my boy. Can I go back?
In the thoracic cavity, there is...
Oh, shoot, I can't go back.
In the...
Huh. Can I mean, it's freaking demo mode anyway, so...
It's sometimes the only way to learn it. I need to know.
Boy, I already read all this. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I got to the point. Hold on. Let me save. I don't understand between quick save and autosave. By the way, can I save? Quick save, autosave. I don't understand the difference. I don't even know how you load up the game, by the way. Alright. I panic continues moments of the recorder trying to figure out what I should do.
Fuck. What should I do?
What should you do? Remove the hair while investigating the chest? Leave the hair in the body. Pretend the bag. Okay, let's remove the body. I guess. Here, save here. Remove the hair, I guess. I don't know. I put the recorder down and run my hands along the breaks of the rib. Speaking a little louder so the recorder can pick up my voice.
The ribs all have jagged breaks. However, the victim was still alive during this process.
Is this right? As I continue to speak, I carefully retract my hands after investigating the cavity a little further, removing the stray hair with the stickiness of the blood on my glove.
Calm down, calm down.
That's disgusting.
That wasn't noticeable. I just need to dispose of the gloves and everything will be fine. I should just conclude the autopsy for today.
Oh, okay. I cover my victim with a body sheet and remove my gear. Afterwards, I place a few bags of evidence containing pieces of the victim's own hair, skin samples, and blood samples on the counter. I rest my hands on the countertop and sink my head down over the evidence bags, sighing. To finish my autopsy, I pull out a coroner's report to file my paperwork. The paperwork that the mortician coroner fills out after completing the autopsy. I draw the wounds onto the male model on the paper and file the cause of death as blood loss. The rest of the fields were left blank for Detective Aiden or Aiden to find out once personal information on my victim is discovered. I reach into my pocket for my phone and dial Aiden or Aiden to let him know that I finished my investigation for the day.
What can you tell me?
You know, you could sound a little more like a boss and a little less like a hard ass.
Just get to the point, Ray. Did you find anything new?
Nothing substantial. I'll tell you what I found when we meet in the autopsy room.
I'll be there in a few minutes. Just wait for me. Have you already made copies of the autopsy report?
Just put it in the file. I have my own copies of the rest of the reports, so just give me one later. Also, have Mito's team run the toxicology report while he analyzes the debris from the scene. I was a little preoccupied today. Anyway, see you in a few, boss.
Boss man, see you in a bit. I hang up the phone and wait for him just outside the autopsy room. I look down at the evidence before closing my eyes. I lean against the wall, contemplating my decision with the stray hair. Well, it's obviously right, because the other one you said I was stupid for. When I hear the footsteps, I look in the direction of them to see Aiden or Aiden reaching into his jacket pocket to grab and light a cigarette. I walk over to him and grab the cigarette.
Thought you said you were going to quit. Also, this is no smoking area. You should know that by now, Detective.
Oh, I didn't know he had piercings. He is looking dreamy by the second. Too bad he's not straight for me.
And when did it become okay for you to break the rules around here?
'Cause I'm a doctor, and I get to do what I want. I'm kidding.
This is my area. You can smoke in your office. And I can jack one or two from you in this department. Just don't tell our boss.
Cute. I walk back to my workspace as we chat, sharing the cigarette along the way. Oh, cute! Sharing it.
Anyway, the evidence.
Well, not really
Did you find anything?
Because, you know, you can... Some people aren't cool with swapping saliva and whatnot. Oh, I guess I read that for you. My heart skips a beat as he asks me. What did he ask me?
Anyway.
Oh, evidence. Should I tell him? It could save my ass trouble later if I do so now. Oh, shoot. Let it play it out.
I just found the usual stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I didn't tell him. We don't know this guy yet.
Nothing? You were working on him for half of your shift, and you couldn't find anything out of the ordinary or different from the copycat's usual MO?
It's not like there's been any breakthroughs yet anyway, so stop being such an ass. I'm doing my best here. If I miss something, I'm sure Mito and his team will be able to find it tomorrow.
Sorry. I'm just irritated that we can't figure these guys out. I don't want another case like this to go unsolved.
Another? What's he mean by that?
Yeah.
You know, what's been up with you lately? You've been acting like a complete ass. Though you always kind of are. You were like this around this time last year, too.
Sorry if you guys hear like squeaking and crap. It's Rava.
It's nothing. Sorry.
She doesn't like being quiet when I record. Aiden or Aiden glances to the side and awkwardly rubs the back of his neck with a pained expression.
Do you need a ride home?
Why? Why did you ask that?
Nah, I drove today. Your wife's probably worried about you, though. Might as well hurry back home. I'll see you Thursday, Detective.
Yeah, see ya.
He looked a little awkward as he left. Did I say something?
Finally home.
It's dark in here. Can you turn on the light? I walk up to the doorway of my house, keys in hand and copies of my case files in my book bag.
God, I'm tired.
Babe, turn on the light. Thank you. Oh, kitty! It's a kitty! I head to the bedroom with my black cat, Key, or Kai. I don't know which one. I'm guessing Key. Greets me with a nuzzle and a hungry meal.
Sorry, Key, I'm tired. I'll feed you in a little bit.
Oh, come on, man. I'm tired and I still feed Arya. I drop my satchel on the floor and throw myself onto the bed in exhaustion. Key promptly jumps on top of my aching back.
Maybe you really are unlucky, Key. I'm starting to leave hair everywhere. Guess it's shedding season for me, too.
Get a haircut.
Not the most optimal time to start balding, though.
You little mouse. My eyelids, heavy as weights, slowly lower and allow me to drift into slumber, despite Key's hungry meowing on my back.
What's that sound? Just let me sleep, shit. Multiple doorbell rings, quiet tapping. Damn it, was there a tutoring session scheduled today? Shit, slept on my glasses.
Groggily, I sit up on the edge of my bed, elbows on my knees. I rub at my eyes with the heel of my palm, trying to wipe away the crust around my eyes. I hazardly walk into the hallway and back through the mudroom to unlock the door for my prized people. Mudroom, the entrance to a house where shoes and coats are taken off. Oh, I didn't know it was called a mudroom.
Fuck, here we go.
I open the door, preparing for an overly enthusiastic teenager to poison me with whatever food he's whipped up this time.
Hi, Sensei. I was worried that you wouldn't answer. I made you a bento.
The collection of food packed away in a box. He's so cute! A smile that puts the sun to shame. Too bright for my recently opened eyes. Wait, don't tell me he's a person you can also fall in love with. Because how old is this guy? And... wait, he's not talking, okay. And in stark contrast, I fence it with a smell that's more deadly than I am.
Thanks, I'll save it for later.
Aw, but I was hoping we'd be able to eat it together while studying. I tried out a new recipe.
What the fuck is wrong with this kid's taste buds?
Accept the offer or decline? Boy, eat that, Bento!
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna die.
It's fine, you're gonna die either way because you're a mass murderer, my boy.
Thank you, Sensei. I really put all my heart into making it.
It's okay. I hear it. I feel it, Minami. Our boy Ray doesn't, but it's fine. You're lucky you still have one.
I, appreciate it, Minami. Anyway, hurry and come inside. You're letting the heat out.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sorry.
At second glance, there's a carrier hanging off his shoulder. Must be the rabbits. What?
Oh, Sensei, where's Ki-chan? I brought over Sinna and Gumi so they can play together.
Oh my god! Can we have you?
Right, I forgot you were going to bring them.
You don't sound enthused.
I mean, I forgot you were even coming over.
Wow.
Keys in the bedroom. You can just take the rabbits out in there and meet me in the living room.
Minami walks into my bedroom to let the rabbits out to play with Key.
Sensei, I brought the book you gave me. Could you quiz me on some of the questions?
Sure, bring it over. I'll choose some random ones for you.
Is this kid like in high school? Going to college or college student? I walk over to the fridge.
Do you want one of your strawberry milks?
Oh hell yeah, man! This Minami guy and me are gonna get along great.
Yes, please.
I walk to the table and sit down, placing Minami's drink at the seat next to mine. He walks out of the bedroom toward the living area, nearly stumbling once on the way. I let out a quiet snicker and try to hide my laughter as he composes himself.
Okay, here it is.
Man, this makes me sad because I feel like you can kill Minami off. And that's just devastation. But anyway, this is where I'm going to stop for today's episode as the first episode of the demo. It's interesting. I like this game. I can see why people were overly supporting this game. Not in a bad way. Like I think their donation goal is like 3,000 or something, and they got 8,000. That's a lot. So I'm pretty sure the development team isn't gonna let us down. Because you guys know I play a lot of demo visual novel games, and usually some of them don't ever make it out, which makes me sad. But this one has completed their Kickstarter, so I'm very excited. So if you guys want to play this game for yourself, the game's always in the description below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.